Let's
What's
see how
up?
this
What's
works.
up? It's Jazzy Fizzle and Mentalizzle and
What
the
up?
Hizzle to Nizzle. What's good, Jazzy?
Coolin', bro. It's been a
Another
minute.
great day.
It's been
You
a
already
minute.
know. Yeah, it's been a long time. But
Hey,
we're going to drop some gems this time.
yeah, we can go ahead and roll. We can kick it with everybody.
Right. As we go through the thing here, um, before we start, I'm going to do a little uh, dangerous opportunity. One of my joints, my hip hop. You know, I put a little spirit in everything. So let's listen up.
Spit hip hop free, squeeze juice from my family. Dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, meet the enemy. We offering immunity, but don't live in our community. So we keep our kids' minds healthy. Spit hip hop free, squeeze juice from my family. Dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, greet the enemy. They offer immunity, but don't live in our community. So we keep our kids' minds healthy. Spit hip hop free, squeeze juice from my family. Dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, greet the enemy. They offer immunity, but don't live in our community. So we keep our kids' minds healthy. Spit hip hop free. Squeeze juice from my family. Deity personality, foundation theory. Awaken to the enemy, only physically free. Love feed, got rappers being stingy. A whack copy, hopeless picture of reality. The money's not in sight. Sin reason why. Days dark as night, opportunity treated like. We ride for the pickin', jailhouse sitting. We're bitten and we're hitting, but still we rise and fit in the system. We get it, stick and move, we get them.
Yeah,
We
put a
sell
little
it,
shirt
drinking,
on.
smoking and chilling.
When I used to work with them.
This level of pain makes the world seem strange and plain. You, that funky and new, brand hip hop for you. Rappers having a clue. A fool can feel the squeezing, juice mixed with reason. Self-knowledge leading is the harvest disease. Come on, dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, greet the enemy. They offer immunity, but don't live in our community. So we keep our kids' minds healthy. Spit hip hop free, squeeze juice from my family. Dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, greet the enemy. They offer immunity, but don't live in our
lied
community. So
yet?
we keep our kids' minds healthy. Spit hip hop free, squeeze juice from my family. Enemy escaping, lyrical ciphers I made. Rotating in play, bait sweet cage. Street science state, slave thought break. Dangerous move create, nature control. Fate, you overestimate dreams. Quick come up schemes, flows of cream in the means. Still be heard or seen. Your fiends for death, I risk behavior at best. Streets live off stress, inject the hell to digest. Protect your neck, the enemy slick. Government and politics, those Roman tricks. Slave money benefits for rich, post this. Some hit, some miss, hands turn to fist. In the fist we learn, cause Hollywood burn. Street money earned until the tide turn. A year for opportunity for black community. Hip hop juice for family. Recognize the enemy. Come on now. Dangerous opportunity, rise and fall, greet the enemy. They offer immunity, but don't live in our community.
All right. Let's get into this thing here. We got cosmic awareness going on. Today, I'm the 9 ether being. I am unapologetic about anything I say. I'm about to hit you with all the truth. And I'm going to give you some secrets on using the darkness versus the light. Jazzy, what's good, player?
What up, bro? What's good with you?
What you got for us today?
Oh man. Well, I'm glad to be back finally. It's been a minute since we've been on here. Actually, this is our first time this year. But going forward, well, you've been together. You've been on, but I haven't.
Oh, there it is.
I had a lot of stuff going on, man, from moving, started a new position at my job. I'm still unpacking now, so it's just been a lot. I mean, it's been a lot spiritually. I mean, this has been one ride, a very valuable lesson that I've learned. So it's been a lot. So I'm glad to be back, and we're going to be back on a weekly basis again. And I still talk to my brother all the time. Not as much as I need to, I would like to, but we still chop it up. So don't, just because we haven't been on here, don't mean that we ain't chopping it up. We still chopping it up. But hey, I'm glad to be back. Football is over. We lost, But hey, we're ahead of schedule. We didn't think we was gonna be. Nobody expected us to be
We
there. We the Patriots. I got stock in these boys. So
When they win, I win.
yeah. So so it's a whole new year. Happy uh new beginnings for some people. Our New Year's is we start our in springtime. However, it's a 2026 for I forgot
Supposedly.
how you say that word.
What?
What is it? The calendar, the regular calendar,
The
Gregorian,
the
Gregorian, whatever.
the Gregorian. Now you got me doing Gregorian calendar. No, not Gregorian. I can't remember because I got to see the words in my head so I can get it right.
Whatever it is,
It's
for
the
the ones that
12-month
follow them.
calendar versus the 13-month calendar.
Right.
Here we go. Let's just go straight to it.
Right,
So the
right,
whole time is off. All
right.
you cosmetology and with the symbols of the zodiac and all you think all that shit is off. All right. As far as the time is what's going on. Shit, those are the same stars I've been seeing since forever. But we supposed to be moving through space. Something should be changing up.
This is true.
I should not see the same constellation over my house every night. And I go up there and look. Every night.
Hmm.
What is it? The man, the sword, Orion. The Orion constellation every night. The Big and Little Dipper every night. Same spots.
I don't know about you, but it's been too cold for me to go out and look at anything, bro.
Oh yeah, it only got up to like mid-80s. We only got like the 84 today.
This is the worst winter that I've been in since I was a little kid, man.
It's cold.
Oh my God, man.
Plus
It's been
snow.
Snow. I mean, a lot of snow. A lot of snow.
And that's why I left.
Yeah, you did the right thing. Hey, I was sitting there thinking like, man, I need to just move down with my bro in Tampa.
Get out of there.
Yo, it was bad. This winter has been a hell of a winter, man. I when people say hell is hot, hey, cold. Hell is cold too.
I'd
boy,
rather be hot than cold. But my dad taught me that lesson, before he left, because we was upstate, and he was like, yo, man, these winters are killing me. This shit is cold. I mean, when he got up in the age, these winters are killing me. This shit is cold as hell. You say, you're right, nigga, go and do what you gotta do, bro.
It's been cold.
Moving back down south, I'm good. I'm good again.
It's been cold, bro. When I say cold, I mean cold.
Well,
but
remember,
you know what? It's been cold a lot of places, so that's the whole thing about it.
They messing with the weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, what I love about Florida is it's right over the bodies of water when you come down into that peninsula of Florida. So no chemtrails can really have much effects because it's just going to blow over anyway into the ocean. So the chemtrails really has the most effect up there in New York, all across that Canadian border coming inland because they ain't got nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Less on your East Coast, less on your West Coast, because it'll float right over.
Man, mental, it don't make no sense, man. I mean, cold and a lot of snow.
Well, let's be real. If you want it not to be cold, make it so.
Yeah.
All it takes is concentration.
Dude, I feel like how everything goes and hibernate until the springtime. I go to work and come home.
You got to remember, you're a part of that same summer's, fall, winter, spring. That ain't nothing but fire, water, earth, air. Same stuff. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Them seasons, fire, water, earth, air. Okay, it's all about the mind and how you interpret these things. Because all those things is when you have what is it? Tamahu Nefuset. Tamahu Nefuset. That's fire, water, earth, air, and ether. That's something you can just chant to yourself. Tamaha Nefuset. That's what I would do. Just Tamaha Nefuset. Those are the power words that connects you to nature. so
You
you
know
can
what I've
stop
been,
it from raining.
you know
Start
what
it
I've been
raining.
chatting? One more day closer to summer.
We're in the Florida summer right now, so
Oh,
you know what I'm
wow.
saying?
You're in the Rochester summer
Look,
right now.
I said one time, I said, you know, something, I don't want it to rain. Don't let it rain, man. It ain't raining so long. Sometimes you got to watch what you say,
Yeah.
especially when you start to exhibit energies that are above the normal
Mhm.
and things we've always had. But once you pay attention to these things, once you see your spiritual gifts and know you can use your spiritual gifts and watch it move through the spirit, and you see what's happening, see, that's a whole different arena. What we say, with great power comes great
Great
responsibility.
responsibility.
We
Yeah.
laugh,
Hey,
but we
that's
serious.
no joke. It's no
That's no
joke.
joke.
Yeah, it's no
These
joke,
is the
bro.
realm and times we coming in.
Hmm.
The power of thought, meditation, concentration, and manifestation are all in the mind. And when you can do that, you can manifest anything with the increased thought. Because what is thought? Repetition. What is repetition? That's the way you get into the subconscious. Once you activate your subconscious, that same subconscious that makes you breathe, beats your heart, does your digestion process, all that 90% of the stuff on the end that the subconscious is doing. Once you activate that power, all things are possible in any arena. So I never say nothing is impossible anymore. That was the me that didn't know no better. That was the me that hadn't tasted the infinite or touched the eternal. That was the me that couldn't speak things into existence. That was the afraid me. This new me? Oh, no. I can see my ancestors right here, right now, while we talking. The ones that want to listen. Like a whole judge and seats are all around me. And they stay there always. When I drive, I got two giant Anubises. That's that dog-like figure in Egypt. They
That's the way
always
to
be
do it.
walking with me. And it's automatic, Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't need no idol. I don't need anything physical anymore to represent the inner me, the inner power. That's that inner standing that you used to always talk about. The most important of them. First you understand, then you overstand,
Overstand.
then you understand. Oh, all this is me.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing. Just realizing that everything is you. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why before, and another thing, I've been going through the cataract surgery stuff. So that's been,
Oh yeah.
I thought it was, my second one was today, but it's not till next week. But so this eye, I can see 2020. This one,
Like you got one eye closed. Like what is going
I had to
on?
take the contact out the other one. But I mean, once it's done, but the
Mhm.
whole thing about it is that mental, like I say, when you could think of everything that can happen all at once, all at the same time. Remember that movie is like everything at once at all the same time, whatever it was, it's the same thing. It's just like now it's just getting to the point where it's just like, you know what? I said, hey, mental, we gotta do it. We gotta come on. But going into what we invited everyone, we want you to share, we want you to like. We want to talk about some things today, and I've been telling my brother that I wanted to go, like you said, overstanding, understanding. I wanted to talk about, our topic today. So that will be, self and higher self. So that I want to get your input on that for people that may be watching to go ahead and let's go over the self and the higher self, and break it down so, you know, elementary so everyone can understand. If you want to go to your book, my brother just got a new book out. Make sure you go to Borders, it's online. Show him the book, Mental.
Well, I was showing him the book Cosmic Awareness in the beginning
Okay.
by I. And just so happened, chapter 3 is the struggle with self. So let's see what chapter 3 is talking about. That's how we'll start this off. Let's just see what it is talking about. What is this struggle thing? Okay. Here we go. All right, so boom. I always start off each chapter with a quote from the Bible, of course. Just, struggle in Timothy, 2 Timothy 1 through 7. For God gave us spirit not to fear, but of power and love and self-control. The struggle in our life is one of the most important parts of living because it causes growth and improvement. The struggle grows to what is worthy of being, worthy of improving, to bring out the best in all of us. The struggle sometimes over the same things that keep reoccurring in our lives, and something that we refuse or can't deal with. This is why the emotional upgrade, emotional control, must be implemented into consciousness. The situations that people refuse, don't want to deal with, are highly emotionally driven. Only by using the higher emotions of forgiveness, capital F, love, capital L, faith, capital F, and so on, humbleness, empathy, can we let go of that which is no longer needed. That's in the book. What I'm talking about, no longer needed. As we move through this realm, we start to understand that self is more than what we ever thought it was. We should not only stop saying self and start saying selves, because it's more than just us. Do you always wonder why someone that you loved in your family died? And when they died, you dream about them? Because they come to live inside of you. See, we're 9 ether beings, hair that grows to the space. All right. Our dynamics, our makeup is different from every other mutation that came from us. Because that's what it is, mutations. Believe it or not, I'm going to get real. Before there were men on this earth, it was all women before man became the mutation. Think about that, Jazzy. Because women could create. They could procreate by themselves before any man was here. It was all populated by women. Then like men came on. Huh?
Like seahorses, worms.
However, asexual. Replication. But just saying that. So certain truths you just have to understand, because most of the stuff that we've been given is to shut down this inner self of truth. In the Bible, it says the spirit of truth is with you, and it's always been with you, but you've known him not. Well, why haven't you known the spirit of truth? Because everything you're focused on is what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. Everything. Vanity. How you look. You got to look good. For the ladies, you got to look good. Got to have hair on top of hair. Eyelashes on top of eyelashes. Brown makeup on top of brown skin. I can't make this up. Nails on top of nails. And someone told you that is better than the natural you. Vanity. All right. And for the men, the same way. Big cars, jewels, drip. You tell me a man that has all this money and we're hanging around him looking like he's worth $1 million. He is piss poor on the inside. Conversation is petty. Integrity is zero. He's all about the looks. So it
that's
goes
the whole
both
thing
ways.
is just going back down to ground zero. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in a place where all of those things, the 5 sugars, how we always say, the things that look good, feel good, sounds good, taste good, and smell good. Putting at ground zero where none of those things go ahead and affect your emotional being throughout each day. So ground zero is a good place to start.
But most people will never get there.
To the side.
They'll never get there because they're so distracted. They're not changing up their routine. They're not going to stop eating and maybe fast a few days. They're not going to take a break from social media and television and news and just read books. And for days, I'm talking, not just for an hour. So you got to put it into your whole routine, because you're changing your mind. When you change your mind, you change everything you see, everything you feel, everything you like, everything you want changes. Everything changes. And once you know, you get out of the realm of belief, because you cannot believe and know at the same time. Once you get out the realm of belief and get into the realm of knowing, now you're on a whole new spiritual journey, because now you have access to all truths. Small, big, little, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the access comes without thinking. It's not something you ponder. It's something you receive. So this receiving has to come from something that you have opened up within inside of you, that you can get these downloads. And we all can do it.
Going back to self, make the distinction so it's very clear, so people that are watching that can go ahead and distinguish between self and higher self.
So you have Overstanding Darkness, my other book. I actually talk about lower self, higher self. Lower self, higher self. Okay, so most people think there's a good angel on them telling them good things, and there's a dark angel I'm telling them bad things. All right, none of that has to do with you. It's all about your thought process. Your physical body is the evil. It's the want. It's I like. It's the flesh. It needs things. It needs clothes. It needs food. It needs nourishment. It needs shelter. Okay? The physical body. The spiritual you, when you close your eyes, you can still see, you can still hear, you can still taste, you can be as big as you want, small as you want in your mind. That part of you doesn't need anything. It's independent of the things that look good, feel good, taste good, sounds good, smells good. Most of us are caught up in the realm of what looks good, feels good, that's your lower self. That's the worst part of you. You have the higher self, which always says, hey, none of that shit matters. None of it. None of it matters. Mm-hmm. Come to me, I'm going to show you how we're going to work this. None of it matters. That's your higher self. Your higher self is not emotional.
That's when it does not move.
Detached, right. Detached from the physical body, so you don't have to worry about feeling a certain way, being shamed. You don't have to worry about, all them worry and trauma. All that's gone. Because once you start getting with self, the first thing you do is go through your traumas. And you heal yourself. Not through a therapist. Through you. You heal yourself through you. That voice inside of you. Remember, all of us have millions of entities inside of us that helped us to be us. My parents, their parents, keep going back. Their parents and parents and parents and parents. You just keep going back. Keep coming back. They're all part of this legacy. When we step down, all of us are one big family from different trees, and we're all here to break family curses. That's what we hear, especially us, Jazzy, meaning us that we know now.
Sometimes a lot, and that's that crossroad where a lot of people get stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you so used to things the way that they were. You've been programmed. You actually been programmed even as far as like, your perennial, you know what I'm saying? Your brother, your sisters, your aunties, your grandparents, your aunt, so you have that covering where when you brought up, like say like with me growing up in the church, you know what I'm saying? So that had a lot of major influence on my life. And then it wasn't until I had to go ahead and look at myself. And then I said, okay, now make this make sense. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay. And then I had to go ahead, and then that's when the detachment. And then as soon as you start to go ahead and go through little detachments, when you start to know things instead of believing, that's when a lot of things you start to see, like even with family, friends, people that feel like they know you, they don't know you anymore.
And the funny thing of it is, people think that when you get to a certain, you're not emotional. No, you're more emotional, but now it's under control.
Huh?
You're not sensitive. No. You're more sensitive. You pick up on things you shouldn't, but it's under control.
and that's when you'll let your yays be yay and your nays be nay. You know what I'm saying? So you can stand a little bit stronger in your purpose and who you are because you know where you're going. You're not influenced about from your upbringing, or beliefs that was because
Right.
that's the hardest thing,
Because when you
especially
believe,
you coming out of any type of religion, where it had a hold, and then you start to break the mold, and you're like, you know what? I'm finding out that hey, it's not adding up. You know what I'm saying?
this ain't
Or
making the sense
you
it's
know,
supposed to.
right? Or you saying, hey, you know what? I know because I've actually been through things now to go ahead, and then I can go ahead and now I'm relying on my higher self. So that spirit, that voice that's in me, that you've always heard, but you kind of like pushed everything away.
Well, think
You know,
about it. If you would have came up, even in, especially in your church back, well, maybe not you because your family's a little different. But most people come talking about, I hear these voices. What they gonna do?
they're gonna say you got demons.
Thank you. Come on, bro.
You got spirits, you got
Come
evil
on, right?
spirits, you
You
got
got
this, you got
issues,
that.
my
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We gonna drug you up, send you to the
Hey.
psychologist. We gonna destroy whatever blessings that you hear. Those gonna be gone. But the
Hey.
problem when you're young, it's scary.
Mhm,
Now I see things in people. I'm not afraid because I know exactly what it is.
mhm.
I see they demons. I
And
see they
what
trauma.
the
You
one
know what
thing
I'm
that I
saying?
learned that they
The-
sell
the-
that
the-
hell ticket very strong. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. You're gonna burn forever. You're gonna be in hell. You're
right, all
gonna
that
this.
bullshit. So,
So
I ain't even subscribed to none of that burning in hell. In fact, thank you. Leave my hell alone. You go to heaven and worship for the rest of your life, if that's what you think, because that's crazy. So you're gonna go to heaven, eat good, and worship for the rest of your life. Think about it, forever, Jazzy. How boring would that get? To think the creator is that foolish that he doesn't have a spot.
you know what? The
You
whole
will
thing.
learn
See,
and
this what
elevate and
you know.
keep
What the thing
moving.
what gets me is this. It's just that you can't even fathom or put your mind in a space. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, it's just like the whole thing. Like, say the ones that say, "Hey, price is going to return. You're going to capture this, that, or whatever."
Yeah,
You
when you get
know.
to religion,
So now just think about it. If Christ came back today, just say he came back today, walked the earth, 95%, maybe even higher, would deny him because they'd be like, "Who does fool think he is? This is a crazy person."
number
They
one,
wouldn't even. They
what
wouldn't
race
even
he
go
gonna come
ahead.
back? Because that race would be the only one if they even let you be. They be the only because every. But remember,
Hey, they
that's
wouldn't
part of
even
that's
because you
part
know
of the
what? They
five
can't even
P's though,
fathom.
Jazzy.
They
How they
can't even
control
fathom.
shit.
They can't even fathom to go ahead because you know what? You can't even love your brother. You know what I'm saying? What if came and he was laying on the street with the bums? You know what I'm saying? The less fortunate. I don't want to say bums because I'm trying to find another word to say besides bums. You know what I'm saying? Because they are people too. Remember I told you I said one
Street
thing about
dwellers.
but the whole thing about it, remember I told you I said, have you ever remember we were saying it's like if you ever notice when something goes on, there's always somebody there. One of them,
Streets are watching.
they can go ahead and they're a witness to everything. I mean, you can't escape. In the movies they show you somebody's walking around with a cart in the background while shooting and stuff is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody seen whatever you think you go ahead and pass them off and say, "Oh, that's just a bump." But you know what? If you sat down and talked to these people, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing is it's just that when you get to the point where you're so high-minded that you're no earthly good, then you you ruined everything from the
Yeah,
from
it's
the
got to
from
be
the
a balance.
you have to have balance. You know
It's
what?
got to be a balance.
Even at my job, at my job, you have people that come clean the bathrooms and sweep and everything. The other day, I was in the locker room, getting ready, hanging up my coat, and a lady came, and man, you could smell the the cleaning products, and the floor was shining. And I was like, damn, lady. I was like, you got this place looking good. You know, having conversation with ordinary people. You know what I'm saying? That people would just be like, oh, this is just a janitor. You know what I'm saying? But that's still a soul. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing is just breaking out of your character where you can go ahead and say, look, I'm no greater nor less than the next person, this, that, or whatever.
Eh,
You know, so
I mean, most people are so caught up in what they doing. This
they
shit's
don't even
crazy.
recognize.
They don't
They
even
won't even
recognize.
recognize.
I was
Right.
talking to my partner. I was talking to someone else. She was a younger lady, maybe in her 23, 24. And she just happened to want to go on the transport with us. So we sitting there and we talking, and I'm just breaking down, this, that. She said something. She said, well, there's a statistic that black women live longer by themselves than married. So I sat there and I was like, that sounds like somebody that's trying to stop black women and black men from getting together. No, it's a statistic. I said, from where? From what? Where did you hear that? It's just known. It don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to break it down to her, like, no, come on. If they're it always says when most married couples, they're always
Hey,
lived on by the wife.
It's
Right.
always something to go ahead and create separation. If you ever
That
notice,
type of separation.
it's
But I was
always
trying
something to create separation.
So hold on, I was trying to break it down, and before break it down, they go with, "Oh, so you think you know it all?" Well, I know what I know, and guess what? Now the conversation's done. Ain't no use of talking anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that's the generation, because they believe, even though they can be 100% wrong, they're still in the realm of belief. And as long as you're in the realm of belief, you're a child in the spirit.
But you know what the thing is, mental? Even the believers are getting to the point where they just don't believe no more. They're starting to go ahead and
They
say,
want you
I
to believe
know.
it's the most
No,
outrageous crap.
no. So now they're coming into knowing. I'm starting to see even some at my job. They're like, it ain't about believing no more. And then that's what I tell them. I was like, I don't believe in shit.
I don't believe in
It's
nothing.
either I know or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no believing. I'm not a believer.
And
It's
you
either
gotta
I
put,
know or I
I'm not
don't know.
ashamed to say what I don't know.
It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm
So
not gonna believe. I'm not gonna believe in anything. Either I know something, or I'm gonna say, you know what? I don't know.
I'll get back to you, because once I don't say I don't know, you know what your mind does? This is another gift of the spirit. When you admit you don't know nothing, your spirit, your mind automatically researches all of your archives
It
to
starts
see
to
what you
go.
do know.
It starts to go.
It starts to go. Now you start, let me look at this real quick. Boom, boom. And now everything leads to what you wanted to know. But most people don't never say they don't know. They say what they believe.
Mhm,
They're even afraid to say what they don't know, what they don't know.
mhm,
This shit is crazy.
mhm,
Can't make this shit up.
mhm. Hey, you don't know what you don't know. You can believe all you want, but if you don't know, you don't know
You
what you
don't
don't
know.
know.
You
So
don't know.
you can believe the sky is this, that, whatever. But if you don't know it, you don't know. You
And
don't
then
know.
they think that they can just Google something, and Google is the way to knowing.
Now it's AI,
That's still
Chat
not the way to
GPT.
knowing.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
It's better than Google, but it's
Hey,
not the way to knowing. Knowing has to
hey,
come from within. Love,
evidence.
capital L, comes from within. Loyalty comes from within. Forgiveness comes from within. Compassion comes from all these higher emotional energies, are side effects from the conscious level that you've reached through love. And once you have that, now you have the ability to know who you are inside and out. Once you know yourself, you now know others.
See,
Other
that's the
what?
most important part.
Selves.
That's the most important part of this whole thing. Why I wanted to come on is because of self, knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying? And that and then not only knowing thyself, you know what I'm saying, the higher self, the spirituality part of it, the what people thinks, the unseen.
The
You know what I'm saying?
unseen.
And that's the part where where I like to dibble and dabble because it's a lot that you can't see with the natural eye. but you can't
These
tell
two
me.
eyes are a cheat.
Hey,
That's
the
not the
one.
real world.
Hey, this I remember when I was younger, my church that I came out of, this they did a live recording, right? And the deacon got up and they had him talk. And then one of the things that he said was he was like, there was a little boy flying a kite one day, and then but he was blind, so and then he was like, "What are you smiling about? You can't see the kite." And then he said, "I may not can't see it, but God knows I can feel it." You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing that's the knowing that you have to have. You know what I'm saying? And you take that little example, you know what I'm saying? Here you have a blind boy. He's smiling. He you may say, "Oh, I don't know what size kite would it look like, that whatever," but you know what? He feel it.
He can feel the kite against the wind through that string, that connection. Remember,
That's
it's
what
all
you
about connections.
that's it. That's it, bro.
But we got to have an interconnection with self. You got to be plugged in the source. Nigga, you the source. If
The
you ain't
biggest
plugged in the
thing
source, then what are we talking about?
the biggest thing what I think, especially as like this being Black History Month, if you want to say Native American, however you want to call yourself, we say melanated means in a spiritual community, however, or nine ethemy, however you want to call yourself, right? The thing is just that the biggest thing, what we have to do as a people is get past your traumas. That's the only way you're going to know yourself. You got to face
And
them head on. Things that has been going on in your life that you just lackadaisy, you don't want to touch certain areas. At this point in this time right now, like you said, this is the age of Aquarius. It's a new time. It's the age of knowing. You have to know yourself. You have to go ahead to the point right now where it's just like, I don't want to think. I don't want to go ahead and believe.
well, it's
You need
not
to
only
know.
knowing self, it's having control over self. You have
You're
to
not going to
control
get that
those
until
lower energies, that
you're
red,
not.
yellow, and orange. Till you get to that heart chakra, you got to control all that. You can't let food be your reason you wake up every day is to eat. You
Mhm.
can't let money be the reason you wake up every day to get money. You can't let things, property, cars, jewels, that be your thing when you wake up because you got something.
Even
Remember, we're not here for that.
like read that from the top of your book again. That's what you read that page where he's talking about self.
That's okay. Hold on.
That it was a scripture there for the ones that want to go ahead and go to the Bible for this. You can go to the Bible. I have not given you the spirit of fear, right?
Oh, here it is. So, chapter 3 in my book, we'll do it over again. Chapter 3. It says the struggle with self. 2 Timothy 1-7.
Right.
For God gave us a spirit not to fear, but of power, love, and self control.
Mhm.
That's the scripture. You want me to read the thing or just the scripture?
Go ahead, keep reading.
Oh, the struggle in our life, the struggle in our life is one of the most important parts of living that causes us to grow and improve. The struggle grows to what is worthy of improving to bring out the best in all of us. We struggle sometimes more over the same things that keep reoccurring in our lives, and this is something that we refuse or can't deal with. This is why the emotional upgrade, emotional control, must be implemented into consciousness. The situations that people refuse, can't, or won't deal with are always highly emotionally driven. Only by using your higher emotions, forgiveness, love, faith, humbleness, empathy, can you let go of that which is no longer needed. While most view the struggle as a negative aspect of life, without struggle, pressure, heat, the coal never turns into a diamond. And I'm going to leave it off right there.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
You know that the whole thing about it is that you know what? It's facing your fears.
absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Everything, and it's just like you there. And when and the whole thing is fear has a strong hold on people, that it's just like, and then when you sit down and you're like, damn man, what are you even afraid of?
Fear shuts down the spiritual apparatus within the human body. That's how powerful fear is. It shuts it down. Think you're dreaming and you're on a spiritual journey and you get afraid. What does it do? Kicks your ass off the journey. You wake up. Everything has to be accepted. The spiritual realm, the truth of the living universe, the world, the multiverse, the infinity and the eternal can only be realized on its terms, not your terms.
Right. That's the part right there. Not
Its
your
terms.
terms.
So your highest self can only be realized on its terms because its elements are too high for low vibrational energy. You'll never see it. Look, being hateful and greedy and selfish and going by what looks good, feels good,
That's
tastes
why
good,
I was
sounds good.
saying
You'll never
earlier.
see it.
That's what I was saying. The human mind can only grasp what it is conditioned to see.
Boom.
You
And you
you
know
see
what a
what I'm
good
saying?
thing is? When you buy a car and you thought it was the only car you ain't seen. Soon as you buy that car, you see all the rest of the
Every
cars
in every color.
in every color, in every shape. You're like, wow, there was more of these. Yeah, because your mind wasn't looking at it before. Now you're paying attention to it. So the spirit does that. It not only opens you up to every car, but every motorcycle, every bus, everything, every
But you know
plane.
you know what's so deep about that too? Because that's the way the truth works. Because the one thing about it, truth is out there. It don't even how we say, it don't give a damn about us.
It's
It
out
don't
there.
care it don't care if you don't want to get with it or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Our job is not to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? The truth don't have to get with us. We got to get with the truth. And that's the whole part right there. You see
What?
what I'm saying?
Get on
So
my level. Get on my level. Because
yeah,
basically, that's what you got. You got to get on these higher principle levels to see what others see. Only when you stop seeing through the two eyes and start seeing through the third eye of the mind.
mhm.
I mean,
The
sometimes I be
mind's eye.
thinking everything as energy,
Mhm.
not even as people, just energy, just vibrating energy. Every step is on, everything is energy. So there's no individual me. I'm a part of
So
the whole thing.
that's the whole thing, is just like, the the human mind, the way you've been programmed, you're only going to see exactly what you've been programmed to see unless you open your mind's eye.
Isn't that why 85% of the people are sheep, zombies, deaf, dumb, and blind to the truth, followers of whatever Teleline Vision, Teleline Radio, Teleline newspaper has to offer? That's why. But
The
then
moment,
again, guess
hey, you
what?
know what?
They
There's a
have to
whole
play
nother
their role.
universe.
No, but they have to play their role so us that can see can see.
Yeah.
You see,
Hey,
it's
what Dick
strange.
Gregory said, once you put those glasses on, you can't unsee.
You
You
can't take them off.
cannot.
No, he said you'll give them to you. Hey, the drawback, once you put them on, you cannot take them off. And that's where you got a lot of people that are in the spirit that try to go that to religion. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they fake that funk, but who am I? Because once
That
those glasses and you see, you can't go back. Once you know, you can't go back to believing because you either know or you believe. You can't
that
have both.
the simple test, that, you know what I said, you know how we always say is like, do you believe that you have two hands?
Right. Do you believe it?
I don't believe. I
I
know I
know I
got.
got to.
You see what I'm saying?
Right
There's
here.
no room for believing anymore, people. If you're believing, you're like 10 steps behind.
And once
It's either
again,
you know or you don't know. You
and
can't
we
talk to me and tell me what you believe and this and that, because I don't hear that no more. It's like, I need to
mean,
hear you come to me and talk to me and tell me that you know. I
but
know because I've experienced, this is what has happened to me. I need a live testimony. I need something that is verifiable. I don't need something where you're saying, oh, well, I believe because I read or I heard this. No, it's no more hearing. It's no, you have to know. And the whole thing about it is that your soul relies on it. Your soul is counting on it. So you
wants you,
tell me
it
you're
wants you
gonna
to
tell
remember.
So you're gonna tell me this, that you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna believe and you're gonna put your soul at risk in believing in something, or are you gonna put your soul to the test and say, I know something? Nobody got time to be playing like that.
Like I said, what can you do? Either you want to know, but remember, knowing requires work, though. Let's
Hey.
not delude anyone. To know means you got to do some work. You got to do
And-
some investigation, some
And that's
study.
the thing, right? And that's the
You
part.
gotta
man,
take
so-
a principle and use it. You can't just know something and never do nothing with it. That's ridiculous. That's knowing the path but not being able to walk it freely.
Mhm.
When
And
something
then
happens-
that's what fear does. It's going to tell
Shuts it
you,
down.
like, you know what? It's going to say, hey, what will happen if this and this, that, or whatever? And that's one of the things like Christians use too. One of the things, well, I don't know, but you know what the thing is? I rather go ahead and put, because they're afraid. You know what I'm saying? I rather believe in something because I don't know.
Because it's
You
safe.
don't know for a fact. You don't
Listen.
know for a fact.
Religion is safe. You can sin. Jesus died for your sins. When you do sin, it's not you, it's the devil that's making you sin. He's doing everything. So you're responsible for nothing.
Hey, that's
Nothing.
the thing. Hey, what did when you watch
And
that
all
movie?
the
What did he
teachings
say?
they take are not
What-
from Jesus. They take it from Paul. They're Paulinians or they're Jamesons or they're Lucians. They got all these other people saying shit, but not what Jesus said.
No,
That's
but what
what
did
kills me.
Lucifer say in that movie? Remember, I always
Yeah, Lucifer's like, why they pinning everything on me? I didn't make him do nothing. He lusted after that girl and
Free
raped her. I
will.
didn't do that. He
Free
shot
will.
this dude over money. I didn't do that.
and then you're gonna go ahead and say they give the devil too much credit.
It doesn't make sense. No, they give the devil too much power, like the devil
Yeah,
just
that-
controlling shit.
That part.
And only if they knew the God that they're worshiping is the devil. The devil was the one that tried to be like, nah, you ain't about to delude all these people. I'm going to let them know they are lords of light like we are.
Hey, you know what I heard? I seen this video, a little snippet video today, and this dude, I guess he was supposed to be in hell, right? And then he was like, and then the devil was there. And then he was like, wait a minute, Jesus is going ahead and giving salvation for free for you to go ahead and enter heaven. And here it is, you got kicked out of heaven. He's like, you're the first person to get kicked out of heaven. And now he's like, how can you tell me anything? I got to send it to you. It's
Oh, okay.
hilarious. It's hilarious. It's got the little devil figure. He's like, who you think you are? He's like, you got kicked out of a place that's free. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Nigga, you don't do anything in heaven. Nothing.
He said you can't. He
When
said
you
you're
have
the
everything
first.
you want.
He said you're the first person to be banned from a free place. He said, God sent the son, Jesus, for we could go ahead, But I'm just sitting there and it's just like, and then he was like, dude, you stupid. You got kicked out of paradise because.
But most people don't understand the bullshit. Because if you told me I had to go and I got 99 virgins and I'm going to worship Allah for the rest of my life, what type of life is that? Nigga, put me back on earth, man. God damn. Maybe I did something wrong. Obviously, I ain't meant to go to heaven. Obviously, I done fucked up somewhere. Because there's no way I want anything like that. That is the most boring thing. What gives life zest, what makes it worth living is that constant getting better.
Hey,
getting
I
worse.
want to
Getting
ask you
better.
something.
Or getting worse.
I want to ask you something. I don't want to give it too much light, but the whole thing
Mhm.
with the Epstein and all of this stuff that's
Mhm.
going on, we all know that if that was all black people, that they would be in jail, or you know what I'm saying, from the president all the way down. We
So
already
what is
know
it?
that.
What's the lesson?
Yeah. Hey, so hear me out now.
Cut through
So-
everything. Let's get straight to the lesson. Go ahead.
So my thing is just that, okay, so all of this stuff is going on, and then they're releasing the names and this and that. Okay, so, okay, now what?
Nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing because it's white people. And what that shows you is there's two sets of laws for us and laws for them.
Okay,
They can do whatever they want.
now that you know that who names was released and this and that.
Ain't no one
Now
brought up
what?
on charges yet. Come on. They knew this before they released it. That's why it was heavily redacted. Everything that had Trump's name in it, they tried to redact it. Come on, bro. It's all a game. It's all a game, man. You think that's going to stop drug trafficking and little girl trafficking, human trafficking? No, because the
Yo,
people that are in power run the airline. Okay, they run the bus system.
Okay, my thing is just like, okay, now everybody's been asking for these files and wanting to know who named and this and that or whatever. Now that you know,
Nope.
now what are you going to do about
who's
it?
catching fire? It ain't Americans. It's everyone that done fuck with America. Like, with the drug trafficking, all these other nations of powerful people with money, messing with the Epsteins, they're getting it from their country because America ain't gonna do shit. You know, they don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. But the other countries, the people that mess with us, with American Epstein and all that, all of them are getting fired from their positions, let go. Some of them are getting jailed. This shit is crazy, bro. It's not even happening here. It's going overseas because they don't play that. Everybody ain't. America is like Sodom and Gomorrah, baby.
Countries that have morals and standards.
And they just couldn't believe, wait a minute, Prince Deuce Charles is part of this? Oh, hell no. Get this nigga up here, man. You're stripped of your title. Know this, know that, nigga. And you're going to be subject to jail time. Launch an investigation. That's the type of shit they doing. Because all them people all over in Europe, nigga, they all a part of it.
Everybody here.
Over here. It just ain't over here.
Everybody over here, though, they paying to go ahead and get their name scrubbed, so it don't even be shit.
Look, Jay-Z going to Australia, nigga. I'm out, nigga. No extradition.
Hey, you know, Russell Simmons seen it coming a long time ago. He been bounced. He was like, I'm out. I'm out.
You stupid.
Oh,
The
man.
thing of it is, you got to remember, your boy Cat Williams said, all this shit is going to come to light. All this undercover evil bullshit of Hollywood, the record company, all that shit gonna come to life. And look,
but the whole thing about it is that this is what gets me. Okay, everybody was asking, release the files, release the files. Now that you have the files, what the hell are you gonna do with them? What is the result? What is the penalty? What is
nothing?
What? That's a damn shame.
Remember, these are millionaires, multi-million, some billionaires, nigga. They can pay their way out of this, nigga. They'll put it on the lackey somewhere.
Hey, this is something that'll just be up for a little bit, and then after a while,
swept up, just like Chris Rock slapped, nigga. They took his movies and all that. Guess what? They gave them all back.
Oh, Will Smith, yeah.
Will Smith, not Chris Rock, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Will Smith, they took all his movies, guess what they did? Gave it all back to him.
They know that tomorrow it'll be another day. And then
they know that the American public forget shit quick. They want to know what's the next thing.
Yeah.
Remember, they're addicted to the news, that bullshit.
That's how they got you waiting for the next thing to go ahead and spread the talk about. That's all it is. You know, so that's because
once
if you look at it,
caring about news, what they doing over there in Iran,
what they
doing in New York, what Trump doing, who gonna win the election. Once you start giving a fuck about, stop caring about all that, your whole world opens up.
Yeah,
your whole world. Now you start questioning things. Wait a minute, why am I eating 3 times a day? Just small things you start questioning.
Hey,
wait a minute. When I walked by that person, I felt an evil presence. Well, I wonder, was that a demon? You know something? I'm gonna get that demon. I'm gonna take that demon. I'm in that phase. I'm starting to snatch demons out of people. Okay? I'm like, you can't even come near me. Oh, with that anger attitude. Is that demon? I thought I subjugated that demon before, but he in a lot of boys. Give me that goddamn demon. Nigga. Get your ass behind me where you need to be, nigga. My power, nigga. Your power is now my power. Cop pulls you over. Give me that goddamn demon, nigga. You ain't going nowhere, nigga.
Hey,
Cop will be like, you know something, you good. Go ahead, bro.
Hey,
I'm good.
The crazy part is that you get to start, once your eyes become open, you can see the shit on people. You know what I'm saying?
They think I'm playing.
You know what they
They
about
think I'm
before they you know what they about before you even start to go ahead and deal with them. It's just like, okay, you with the bullshit, man. It's just like you already know what they coming with. You know you got bugs? Oh,
I'm outside. Yeah, I told you it was 84 today, bro.
yo, you know what bugs we got? Snow pellets, baby.
Dang, I'm show on stage. There we go.
Hey, so no, but that's the whole thing is it's just like now when you know that your eyes has been open, you can see people coming a mile away and you don't even you know what? I just sometimes I don't even want that's why I stopped going places. I come home after work, it's just like, you know what, I don't even fuck with people because I already know that they come in
Look,
with the shits.
I had to tell people, you know, you're not using me if I know you're trying to use me. Even if I give
That's
you what
Miss
you
Desi.
want.
What Miss Desi say?
She said, you can't focus on all the internal mess anymore. Your zone is on the internal. Facts. Facts. Zone is on the internal. But I mean, sometimes, you know, I just let people be them. I can see them. Oh, he gonna come over here asking, knowing
Hey,
this nigga
you
don't
know
need
what?
nothing. But you know something? I'm gonna give it to him anyway. So he thinks that he's getting over.
Hey, that's the power in
You
this.
got that, brother. You
That's the
got
power.
that.
That's the power in this. You know what? You allow people to be who they are. They're
How
playing their
hard is that,
part.
Jazzy?
Just letting them play their part. You're
Instead,
playing
now,
your.
remember, we just talked about, I just said, nigga, I snatch that soul. But Spirit be like, don't snatch that demon. Give him that, let that nigga roll with that demon. Don't do him a favor. They ain't even gonna appreciate it. They want them demons. I'm saying, don't
That's
show the,
hey,
I just said, don't show the demon towards me. You show the demon towards me, I'm gonna get that bitch. I'm a demon taker. Give it up. I'm
so.
jacking niggas for they demons, nigga. I'm jacking you.
Yo. But I want to
Look,
tell you
it's to the
something.
point, Jazzy. Demons don't even come around me. Now, that nigga over there, he takes niggas.
yo,
I
yo.
ain't coming
So
around this nigga.
I want to tell you. Remember, we was talking the other night, and I was telling you, I said, now I see what my dad was talking about as far as like, um, energy, how it's transferred. You know, like
Uh-huh.
how you know how you say like energy is never lost nor destroyed. It's just
It's only
transferred from one existence to the
transferred.
next. So
Right.
that's the whole thing. What
Or
people,
transferred or transformed.
yeah,
But it's
right.
still energy.
There's still energy. So it's just like I heard Fred Hammond say like if you go ahead and you make a sound, it never dissipates. It just keeps going to a larger and larger and larger and larger until you can't hear it no more, but it's in the ethers and
So
it's
think
never
about when you
ends.
curse yourself. Those words never stop. Or you
It
say what
never.
you can't do. You just put it out there for every entity to hear and be like, we gonna stop that nigga from doing whatever he said he can't do.
That's why you have to really watch what you say. You know
Words are
what? That's
power.
hey, you know what? Hey, now it's getting good, mental. Because
God.
that when we was talking that night when I told you, I said, you know, I allow people to go ahead and think that they're doing this, that, or whatever, whatever. Like even if they do feel like oh, I'm gonna shut this nigga down, this, that, whatever, whatever. You know
Uh-huh.
how people go. But you know what? I was dealing with the spirit, and the spirit was like, you know what? You are so powerful that you can destroy things with your words.
Right.
You know, that I can go ahead and the thing is, I don't never like to go there with people. You know what I'm saying? I just I brush things off because I my strength is so strong. That's my superpower, is that you know what? I can say things and then I feel that it can cause them to lose their life. That they'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things that I know that is, and I don't like to go there. So I let people go ahead and think that they saying this and doing that. But I know spirit's just like, you know what? Let it go. Because the whole thing is you can destroy them and then they won't even want to go ahead and live no more. You see what I'm saying? And that's a sad place to be. It's just that you know what I'm saying, that you feel like you bullying or that you can go ahead and do this to that person. You never. That's why you never know who you dealing with. You know, people think that I'm gonna do this to that person, or I got this or that or whatever. You don't know what kind of strength that person have. That person could go ahead and say something that will go ahead and flip your mind.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Your mind won't even think the same no more. That's the whole thing. I sit at people and I size them up and I'm just like, be ready for what I could say to you. You know what I'm saying? If I said something to you right now, you probably wouldn't even want to last until tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole thing about the tongue, because the tongue is a two-edged sword. You can go ahead and give life, but you can also take life. And you know what? You may not even go ahead and put them, but they can go ahead. You can, with your tongue, you can cut them down to the white meat spiritually, and they'll feel like, hey, they can lose it here.
Well, you got to remember when you become spiritual and the spirit's talking to you, you lose all that emotion. You lose what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, because now you're in a higher realm. So when you're not emotional,
What Miss Desi said.
you're very calm, cool, and collected.
What Miss
It says
Desi
we
said?
don't
Oh, we
think
don't.
that the science applies to us and that it's not connected, but that's far from the truth. Just talking
Fact.
about the science of what we talking about.
Mhm.
She also said authenticity. That's
Authenticity,
the strongest force.
strongest point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Facts. When you're
And
being your
that,
authentic
but
self,
hey, you don't have to worry about nothing. And then that's when the whole thing is, when people try to attack you and they can't, they're like, it's just I can't shake this dude.
well, you got to remember if you're being authentic and everywhere you go, you're being yourself.
Your
That's the
highest self.
best. That's the best you can be. You can't be no higher than your authentic self,
No
being who
matter
you truly
who,
are.
no matter who tries, it could be 10, 20 people that's going up against you, but you walk it in your truth, it ain't shit they can do to you.
It could be 100
All
people.
they can do is
Everybody's
just
running in
this.
one direction. You're walking in the other.
All they doing is this. And that's going in my ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I got some one of the persons that's over me at work. You know, it's just like, I'm like, dude, I know you, my boss. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm not challenging you. You know what I'm saying? If that makes you okay, whatever you asking, you know, I'm gonna do it because this is my job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm just saying it's going in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm
normally,
saying?
I don't say nothing because I'm the same way. I'm the same me at my job. So they'll
That
be like,
part.
oh, they'll be
No,
like,
but
oh.
see, there's a
And
way to do
HR
it.
would be, before he would believe something someone else said about me, he would question it because he knows me personally. Like, bro,
But
you know
see,
me, bro.
that's the whole thing about being true, authentic, no matter where you are. If you at work, if you go to church, if you with your friends, if you
You
with
on the
your partner,
playground,
you know,
you at
if you
family
are,
reunion, it don't matter.
it, hey, you know what? The whole thing about me, that's the one thing I'm gonna be the same no matter where I'm at. Wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be
But
the
see,
same person.
Jazzy, that's the whole point of knowledge itself. We have to fight to be who we are.
Mm,
We got to fight against all this bullshit out here.
mm.
Saying that all this vanity, saying that hair needs to be this and we need makeup in a certain size, or you need to eat all that shit needs to cut down. Everything needs to stop. And you need to
But you,
cut it down. Look, what did they say? A hard reset. Unplug that shit and replug it up again and let it reform again, slowly build back up. That's what we need. We need a hard reset, not a soft reset. Not
mm,
working with the same bullshit that we've been with. We need a hot, and that's what the whole next age is about. They say next world, but in the Bible, they translated from age, the next age, and that's where we're going into.
right.
That's where some will advance forward, others will fall back.
Mm.
Some will be taken, some will be not.
The whole thing, like the recycle and everything, and it's just that people actually go ahead and go out their way to go ahead and make a permanent mark on a place that you're not permanently. So it's just like I was looking at, it was a post where it was this dude that played on the Pains with Tyler Perry. He was with a lighter woman, and
Mhm.
then and then it was just like, Cat Williams was telling you how that in the industry that if you want to do this, you got to do certain things.
Right.
You know,
Hmm.
so but you know what? The whole thing is like I seen this stuff in the 90s. Like when I was trying to do the music thing and I thought that was the way, and then Spirit was just like, you know what, when I seen what was on the other side of the door, and it's just like,
Not pretty.
oh, I gotta give up. I was
That
like, you know
much?
what?
That's a lot.
First of all, I don't care about what you got to offer. I'm still gonna be all right. You see what I'm saying?
Number
But the
one,
whole thing is, and the thing is, like a lot of people want to go ahead and be a celebrity. Like even here, you got
superstar.
they want to act
What you
like
call it?
they want to be bigger than what they are. They want to act like they this, they want to act like that. But you don't want to pay the price to go ahead and be it. That's the whole thing is. Who
Well,
wants to
the problem is they don't know there's a price to pay. They think anyone can just be famous and you just do this and you hit the right note,
hey,
you say the right thing, and you automatically
hey,
there. Man, that's not how Hollywood.
it's a
Hollywood
lot,
cut
it's
through
a
the
lot of
evil. It's
talented people
wickedness.
out there. It's a lot of
Wickedness
talented
from the
people.
Hollywood, the musical industry, all that,
Hey,
nigga.
just to go ahead and get a statue of yourself, just to say like, like Jordan or Kobe or Michael Jackson, Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? To go ahead and be an icon status, you don't know what they had to go ahead and go through, what they gave up. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing is it looks, but you know what? That's kind of like why I like that dude. You know, that dude that I was sending you the videos where he was saying, this person is this person. This person is this person. Like they
Uh,
recycled and came back or whatever.
mhm.
Because the whole thing about Hollywood, when you sit there and you start to look at it and think about it now, I'm starting to see it just like the fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? And then
The
they just
problem is they think they're doing something, even if they could recycle back into another famous person and another famous person. This shit is coming to an end. There's so many cycles. It's the procession of the equinox. You're either on the 26,000 year cycle or the extended 52,000 year cycle. But buddy, when the 52,000 year cycle is up, all this shit is recycled. See, we can get privy to the Father's plan, to the overall plan for all humanity, for all Earths, on all planets, in all solar systems, in all galaxies, in all universes. The problem is it's a very, very long internal journey you got to make through self to see everything. Everything you see out in space is in you.
see, but
Those
that's the part where
universes are your
that's
chakras. The cells is the space in between. Man,
That's
everything
what
is
I was
in
saying
you.
earlier about that. You know what? You've been programmed to go ahead and see things from what they want you to see things. Once you go inside yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then you see everything totally different.
Everything. You see everything
Nothing,
outside of you in
yeah,
you. And it's a small version of you to make it so goddamn bad. Small.
that's where the things of this world don't even fucking matter.
Don't even matter. I'm talking about, and I will let you know, I'm talking about you being part of the spiritual team that programs mentals or helps a consciousness jump to the next level. You being a part of a spiritual team that help Earth Planet Zero like ours that are under the abomination of desolation, meaning anything is possible down here in the wicked world, to move from where we're at into the next spiritual realm where we're cleansed of all this evil. Or you could be a universal soldier where you're helping galaxies be formed. There are so many places in the house of many mansions for you to grow, live, and be a part of everything that's going on in this whole great wide universe. Because remember, we're infinite and eternal.
Eternal
Time doesn't matter. I
exists,
can't
yeah.
specify it enough. Because once you're free from time, you're really free from the whole illusion. Once you break from time, it's over. Now you know.
But see, that's how the media works. Everything is on a time cycle. Everything is on time. Once you go ahead and step out and say, you know what? I'm gonna exist forever and forever and forevermore. I may not be in this meat suit, but you know what the whole thing about it is that, you know what? Nothing ever dies. It just transforms from one
It
existence to the
transforms.
next. So that's the whole thing about it. It's just like so that once you go ahead and get the part about death and time, you know what I'm saying, or hell out of your mind, and then you start to realize and look at life totally
But
different. But
that's
the whole
what
thing about
happens
it,
with knowledge of self. When you start getting into the higher self, you start to realize all this bullshit you've been taught is low vibrational energy thinking to keep you trapped in that vortex of negativity. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, the devil after me, making me do things. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, it's not my fault. No accountability. Once you get with yourself and you be like, oh no, that was my fault. I wanted to do that. I did this. I did that.
that's the
Or
part about free will.
even
That's
if you give it up to someone else, guess what? That's on you. You had free
but you
will to
made
tell
a
them no.
choice. But you made a choice.
You made
That's
a
the whole
choice.
thing is. That's the whole thing is. It's just like what he said. Life is like a box of chocolates. You choosing rather you subconsciously or consciously know or not. Everything that you do, you chose to do whatever you did.
That's a spiritual exercise. Count how many choices you make.
Hey,
Nigga.
but
You make
remember
the first
we
choice
did
of
that.
opening up your eyes. Am I gonna get up? You actually brushing my teeth, going to the bathroom, looking at to see what time it is. All that is choices.
But
But we
remember,
do it
we
so
did that. We did that breakdown. Remember, I forgot what it was. It was how many choices you make in a day,
in a
and how
day.
many and how many thoughts that you think. Period. That's what y'all do. Go and look. You Google, however you ask AI, whatever. Ask how many choices a human makes a day, and ask how many thoughts come in your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
So
you got to remember, as you get more spiritual, the thought drift slows down. You still have make the choice, but now it's more on a, oh, I already know. It's more of a, instead of you swimming, trying to go through the current, you just ride the wave. Yeah, I already know. But you make the
hey,
choice, but you're conscious of making the choice, even though it's one of those, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Boom, boom. You already planned the shit all ahead.
but that's in life though. The best way is the less path of resistance.
Resistance,
And
right?
so that's the
Ride the
whole thing.
wave.
Is
Don't
that
fight it. Change
yeah,
is coming. It's a
yeah,
wave.
right.
Ride it. You can see the wave before it comes. That means you can see change before it's going to happen. If you change
But you
before
know that
change gets to you,
but
guess
see
what?
that's the whole thing is
It's
you
not
gotta
even
be
change
open to
anymore.
change. Yeah, you gotta be open to change. And
That's
that's
the
the whole
one
thing is
guarantee that we all will go through. Shit will change. I don't give a
every
fuck who you are.
nothing
It's
lasts
going to change.
forever.
Nothing.
Nothing lasts
Well,
forever.
not on this realm, not on
Right.
this earth. Nothing lasts forever because this is all finite anyway. To make this realm, it takes a lot of spiritual entities that are invisible that must function on all types of levels. You got souls, you got spirits, you got the emotional body, you got the mental body, you got the
But you know the
physical
funny,
body.
but you know the whole thing about it that's crazy is like you even when they pledge allegiance to the invisible. Who the fuck is the invisible?
Can't make this shit up. Every time they say amen, they're praising the God Amun Ra. They don't
Right,
even know it
right,
because no one told them, like, yeah, everything you got was stolen, bro.
right.
It was all stolen.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm non-apologetic when I can actually say the Caucasians has really stolen everything.
Everything,
Everything. That shit is
everything.
crazy.
Hey, no matter
Every,
what you come out with today, hey, hey,
they
just like
even stolen black figures.
yeah, yo,
I
the
mean,
Pope. What wasn't it? The Pope was saying he was giving them back or something like that.
nigga,
He was just
what's the
Putin or whatever his name is,
what's
right?
the pianist? Dun 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 dun. Dun. He
Oh,
was half black.
Beethoven. Yeah,
Beethoven
yeah,
was half black.
yeah.
They had another one. Oh, I can't remember. All these figures, like Three Musketeers, all that shit come from us,
All
bro.
of your Marvel comic
All of it.
created
All of it.
everybody from Marvel and
Nigga
Superman
didn't
and
come
the
up with
whole
nothing.
thing.
All he did was see the story already there and say, oh shit, I can make a movie out of this. Shit is crazy. But guess what?
Nothing. Hey, just
I don't
like the
even-
last thing you seen in the Olympics, that remember the black girl did the backflip on the skates, and
Uh-huh.
they banned her, did all of this stuff, and now it's just like braids. So I remember braids they was talking about when they, and then it was a haircut that
Anything they can't have or they don't produce or can't control,
is
they
resistance.
whitewash. They they try to get rid of it. Black women's hair. They've done a great job of getting rid of black women's real hair. I gotta give them that. Now you go to the clubs nowadays, nigga, there's $100,000 in weave in that motherfucker. Nails and makeup and eyelashes and all that bullshit. The vanity level is crazy. It is crazy.
Oh,
Don't
you know
wanna
what?
be in that.
You remember I was telling you the other night. I got off track a little bit. I was telling you about. Now I see one of the things my dad was talking about, like when we was younger. You know, you watch certain things on television, scary movies or whatever, and then he said, I remember it was The Exorcist. I think my brother and sisters, they was watching it. He's like, turn that off. He said, because what's going to happen? He said, okay, y'all keep watching it. It's going to get on you, right?
Not knowing what it meant.
Yo, let me tell you, my daughter, right? I told you what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was watching
Playing the
something.
video game.
No, it was on YouTube. It's something with this dark figure or something.
I thought it was a video game though.
Was it the video game? It's something.
And she was trying to get other people to play with her, and no one wanted to play with her.
And nobody, none of the kids.
They was like, "Nah, I'm good."
They was like, they were scared. They didn't want to play, right? And then so what happened? She started seeing that figure
Out the corner
outside.
of her eye.
She started seeing it in the corner. She's like,
Now,
I'm seeing
you
things.
got to remember, back when we were kids, we had a very vivid imagination. You know what I'm saying? But now they're actually programming that shit into the game. It's different.
That part right there.
It's
That's the whole
different,
thing
yeah.
is.
They're doing it on purpose.
Game. It's in the game, bro. So the whole thing about it, and then I sat down. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I was like, show me, draw me. She drew the exact same thing that was on that fucking game, yo.
Can't make this shit up.
She drew it. I mean, and she sketched it and everything. And I was like,
And the
I said,
problem
this-
with that is that interferes with her spiritual journey because now she's scared. Once you get scared, I just told you, fear shuts it down.
and you know what? I had to go ahead and I had to tell her mentor. I was like, look, I said, the power that you got within you. I said,
Right. What you
said,
afraid of?
you my child. You know what I'm saying? I was like, do you know our ancestor line? I was like, the power that you have. I said, ain't nothing on this force of this earth has more power than what you can command out yourself.
Boom. You gotta recognize.
But it took me back to a child, and I was sitting there, I was like, wow, now I see, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff my dad said when we was younger, and then
You
I
gotta
started to think,
remember too, Jazzy. Who makes movies to scare people? That ain't something we do. That
no,
ain't something we
no,
watch.
no,
Let's
I
be
don't
real.
even- yeah, I'm
Only
like, it's no
Caucasians,
fun in it.
They love
Yeah.
to be scared. I'm not a fan of that. Me personally,
It's not that I'm scared. It's just that it's not something I'm into.
what
You know
I
what I'm
end
saying?
up doing is breaking it down and say, okay, why are they afraid? If it ain't just a glory, someone killing, like if it's like black mist and creatures and things, I like to see who it be because it always turns out to be us.
Always.
Always turns out to be us. Unless we like a
always the villain.
Jason and they're just killing people. See, I don't want to watch all that. I don't want to see all that glory and bore. And they do that because they're satisfying people's hunger for
Hey,
blood.
but see, you know what? That's the whole thing too. It's just like, who really? I mean, is that satisfying to you? But apparently so, because of
It has
Epstein's
to be.
files and what's going on and all of this other stuff. But you know what? I seen that on the other side of that door, the entertainment stuff. That's why I was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I was like, y'all can have that stuff. You
And
know, when
once again, am I surprised? I'm in Sodom and Gomorrah, my nigga. We in Sodom and Gomorrah. Why do y'all surprised with the lengths of treachery how they give us diseases, how they got everything set against us. Why would you think anything is different?
Hey, yo, did you just like the video I posted about the lady is trying to go ahead, they make it putting all the human meat in all the foods in 13 states right now. New York is
Remember, I
one of
told
them.
you back in the day when we were growing up, they used to have double hand, what is it, Wendy's doubles cheeseburgers for 99 cents. Come to find out where they getting all that meat from. That was right when they got rid of all them people in Van Arken. When all their furniture was sitting on the goddamn curb, TVs, all they shit, they ain't take shit. Who moves and don't take nothing? Yeah. They've been harvesting organs for the longest.
Hey,
If you ain't spiritually protected, I don't know what to tell you.
hey, you know what the whole thing is too? That's the whole thing is I don't even eat meat like that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, it's not just in the meats, it's everything that they're
It's everything.
experimenting with.
You can
You
be
know
a
what I'm saying?
vegetarian, you can be a
and it's,
pescatarian. It
you
don't
know what I'm
matter. They're
saying?
gonna
But
get you. If you
they
eat it too much, it's the problem is eating, period. That's what people don't understand. You need to just stop eating. Fasting. Eat a little bit. Fasting. Stop looking forward to their burgers and their chicken wings and that bullshit.
hey, you know
Because you
what?
really don't be hungry.
So now it's Ramadan, right? Tomorrow.
Ramadan coming up.
Tomorrow, and Lent started tomorrow
No,
too, right?
Ramadan ain't until the summer.
Is it the summer?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep. Well, it
think it's around
changes,
now.
but it's normally around the summer months. It's either May,
it's
June, July,
I
in
think
those 3
Lent
months.
and I think Lent and Ramadan is around the same time.
No, they're
I
not.
think.
No, they're not.
You sure?
I'm
See, I
positive.
can't look it up right now
I'm
because I seen
positive they're
somebody
not.
said, there's like, when does Ramadan start?
Now,
And I
you
think
have different Ramadan, you have different religions now that
No.
practice Ramadan. So, but most of them do it all at the same time. And it's the reason I know is because when you do the Ramadan, it's always in the summer months and the longest days. Because you can't eat from sun up to sundown. And it's
and
always in the summer.
Lent is starting tomorrow too, after Ash Wednesday, right? Lent is tomorrow.
Right, but see, that ain't long days. The sun sets.
Till first Friday, till Easter.
The sun sets quicker in the summer months, nigga. You wake up at 7 in the morning, and the sun may not go down till 8:30 at night.
So, but what I'm trying to make though,
what I was saying, it's just a longer fast. That's how I know when it is. But go ahead.
So what I'm saying now is that it may not be a bad thing to do for spiritual people to go ahead and take on this practice if you don't fast. You know what I'm saying? Because the only way you're going to get spiritual insight is that you're going to have to go ahead. You got to put something away. You ain't going to just get.
You got to put it. If you want to get to the level of highness, you got to put it all away. Let's not dilly dally. All of it.
The thing
food
is,
can't be your drinking, food, nigga. Work can't be your number one thing.
No matter what it is.
Spirit has to be
now
self for self.
So my thing is, now is a time that even the spiritual community can benefit from going ahead as far as doing some type of fast. I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to do something. You're not gonna elevate. You're not gonna do anything until you start some type of spiritual fast. If it's food, if it's electronics, if it's hanging out, if it's drinking, if it's smoking, try to go ahead from this day forward. Pick a couple days if you want to try to go as long as first Friday. If you want to do Ramadan, however, whatever it is, I'm feeling in my spirit right now that it needs to be done, and maybe it's for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this as myself as well. But I suggest that, you know what I'm saying, if you feel the urge to do something, and it's going to be something that you don't want to do.
Facts. It ain't going to be easy.
It's going to be something that you don't want to do. Like, man, I'm just, so, I mean, and then people like, oh, that's easy. I already do this. I already do that. This is easy. I already don't do that.
Fast and you're used to eating, there's a lot of internal dialogue that's happening. A lot. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. No, you can't eat. You said you was gonna fast. Oh, but I'm normally eating this time. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? And you go through these over and every time you smell food, prepare for the battle. If you don't around food, you all right. You good. But once you smell it, I used to be on Ramadan and the company used to take us out for a free dinner. I wouldn't get anything. I wouldn't even buy a dinner and take it home. Nope. I don't want nothing. I'm good.
It's just like, that's why I can't wait till springtime for the watermelon, because that was a, even just going
Good
ahead where I
watermelon
just get
fast.
straight watermelon, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, it's gonna be, but after the like, it wasn't
But
so
what does that
bad.
show you? If you can just eat straight watermelon and
For 2 months,
and just be as healthy as you want to be,
I
you don't
wasn't
need none of the
thirsty,
rest of
I
that
wasn't
bullshit.
hungry.
You don't need the flour. You don't need the salt. You don't need the vegetables. You don't need the meat. You don't need any of that. All you really need is fruit. Can't make this shit up. And it heals you.
That part.
Can't make this shit up. I mean, I got a whole on spirituality and natural living on Facebook. I got a whole series called Heal Thyself. And everything I'm telling you, here's what you do for this. Here's what you do for that. This mineral's for this. This fruit is for that. Heal thyself. You don't need no doctor.
If y'all haven't liked that, or go subscribe to that as well. It's Overstanding Darkness, and we also have Spirituality and Natural Living. It's a page on Facebook. It's a little group, and then we share a lot of stuff because it's a lot of like-minded people that we share
We have
ideas.
a lot of podcasts on Overstanding Darkness on YouTube and Overstanding Darkness on Facebook.
Mhm.
So this is going to be a big year for us. I'm already saying it now.
It already
get in
started
where you
being
can
big.
get in. Get in where you can get in.
The stuff that, like I said, the stuff that was like trying to get me and everything, and then the spirit was just like, why are you worried?
You know what I want you to do? Sit back, relax, and just watch how I work. That's watching the spirit working.
Hey, get your popcorn and just watch.
Get your popcorn ready.
Watch.
And watch.
Just watch.
I'm going to show it to you. See, but
and it's being shown.
That's another gift of the spirit when your eyes have become open. Now you can see. You not only see what they're doing now, you see it in the future. You see their whole game plan and be like, well, I might as well let them do it. Let's see how far they'll take this.
But you know what the whole thing is? Mental. That's why I told you, I said, my biggest flex is this, like, you know what? If you trying to come for me, my thing is just like, spirit, have your way.
I don't even say that, Jazzy. I'd be like, nah.
You know what
I say? Nope. This is what I say. You know what I say? Whatever they wanted for me, put that mirror effect and give it back to them. That's all I say. Because my spirits, they don't play that. They want to get out there and do some things.
Hey, but you know what? But the whole thing is, why do I care?
Right.
That's the whole thing is. It's just like, spirit, do as I will. You know what I'm saying? It's not my job to tell you what to do, spirit. You're supposed to be doing what it is to go ahead and protect and provide for me. That's why, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm an equal opportunity employer. Whatever you wanted from me, I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm not giving you anything back to you. My bad. The mirror effect of my spirit, because it's not even gonna get to me. It's just gonna bounce right back. So I'm good.
That's why I say, you know what? Spirit, have your way.
Do what you do. You gonna protect me, so I don't care how you do it.
Why am I trying to go ahead and dictate what the spirit has for me?
No, what is already in place for you. You're already protected, so I don't care what they do.
I don't care what nobody do. My thing is just like, you know what? I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? That's what my whole thing is, like, spirit, have your way. Spirit, have your way. That's why I know now.
When
that's
you say spirit, I want them to know it's not just it's our ancestors. It's the ones that are even higher above us. You know, they come in and let, okay, I see what they want. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the willingness to be. There you go.
It's the awe. It's the the creation of time. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. So my thing is like, like they say the first one is the mind is all in the universe is mental. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So it's just like the all, the most high. Some people God, my ancestors, my
And
spirit guides,
and that
my you
is
know what I'm
the
saying?
entity that said, in the beginning was the word. That was the beginning of the physical side of shit. But this
The
mental, the
separation of
spiritual,
darkness and light.
boom. Male,
So
female, the opposites, polarity, all that
so
started because you're in the realm of objects, but that's what makes this realm not real.
so that's why I say,
The
eh,
illusion.
okay, that much power to go ahead and separate darkness from light. Let the waters be still. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
no,
Uh,
Jazzy, don't we
air
do the
to
same
breathe.
thing? Don't we
No,
have to do the same thing? We got to separate the darkness in us from the light, and we got to understand both.
no. What I'm saying though is that okay, from the creation of all things, right?
Mhm.
Okay, why am I dictating what that has for me and my protection? Or you know what I'm saying? That's the difference from me believing and me knowing because I know.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know what? When I say, I just go ahead and like, Spirit, have your way. Do as you will. You know what I'm saying? What's for me is for me, and what's not. And I know that you know what you're going to protect me. You're going to put your, you
There
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying. So why
Can't worry
I
about
don't I don't have to go ahead and put curses. I don't have to do anything. All I got to
none of
do is
that.
just say, speak the word. Spirit, have your way. And then you know what the
Well,
whole thing is? I
really,
get
you ain't
to
got to do
see.
that.
I get to see though. I get to see the things
That's the
around.
blessing. You can see it come back around all the way around. Just sit back and watch. I'm gonna show you how this works. And that's what I was telling you, watching the spirit work. When you get in that realm that we were talking about, where you're actually in the spirit and you're watching how it works and does what it does. In this realm,
And that makes you a knower then. It's not a believer because you know now.
you
The
see it
believer's out the
happening,
window.
and your inner you is experiencing it while it's happening, telling you this is what's gonna happen. And you watching it like, oh shit.
Self, higher self.
No room for debate. No room for emotion. It is what it is, the truth. That's why we say you got to get with it. It don't get with you. When you reach a certain consciousness, then you can get with it. The more
Hey,
you evolve, the
n-
more you can evolve
hey,
out of the physical and into the spiritual, even in a physical body,
the truth not setting you free is making you free.
making you free, right? Well, it is setting you free too.
Yeah, but the whole thing is I don't want people to go ahead and say, oh, the truth will set you free. The
Like
truth will make you free.
it'll make you free because it'll undo the bonds that are holding you back, undo
All the
that
chains
unhealthy
broken.
thinking,
Mhm. The
traumas.
men, hey, you know what the whole thing is too? Breaking the mental chains on, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying as far as like the trauma. Once you start to face your trauma and your fears, you know what I'm saying? Your life starts to change. It
Has no
really
choice.
changes. It really changes.
It's just like when you say you buy a car and you start seeing that. Now you start seeing what you've been missing all this time. Shit right in front of your face. And you've been missing it. And couldn't you'll be like, well, how could I not see this before? It's one of those, I call those earth tilters, when the earth
Hey,
tilts on a
I
degree
once was
and
blind, but
everything
now I
changes.
see.
Right.
I
But
looked at my
all
hands
that
look new. I
is
looked
what
at my
though?
feet, and they
That's
did too.
being that's being born again.
Yeah,
Because now you're in a whole new realm. You're
you're
seeing
born to
shit you never
conscious.
seen. And then you become, guess what? If you move to the next level, you'll be born again.
So that's what I tell people. I don't care what you believe in, as long as you in search for consciousness. You can believe whatever you want, as long as it's leading you to truth.
As long as it's leading you to truth, you straight. And
I don't care if you say
what
you
they don't
Baptist,
know is
you Jehovah Witness.
truth
I
and
don't get.
love are basically the same thing
Yeah,
because you need both to have either one.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Ain't gonna be much love without truth. And there will be
Hand in
no
hand,
truth without
without
love.
love. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's the real love. That's not
Simple
the.
but not
That's
easy.
not the.
Simple but not easy.
Yeah. The road. How do you say the road less travel? The less the. Well, how is what's that? The road less traveled it leads you to whatever how it goes.
I can't
But
remember. I know what you're saying, but
but
I can't remember the thing of the road
but
less traveled. I can't remember the parable,
but it
whatever.
leads you, yeah, it leads you to more truth. The whole thing
Mhm.
is, I just want to say, people, the whole thing is face your fears, love. First of all, just love. Even if you don't want to, even if it hurts, love. Face your fears and walk in truth.
Simple but not easy. Everything you
Yeah,
just said, simple but
but
not
not
easy because
easy.
you have all these distractions and you got to reprogram yourself and you got to unlearn and you got to relearn. Then you got to learn again. I mean, it's a lot. It's
Yeah,
a lot. I mean,
yeah.
we've all been thoroughly programmed as children, and breaking that program takes a lot. But if
Bro,
you
we
have the inner fortitude, if you want to know the truth, just the wanting to know the truth
it will lead you.
takes you to the truth,
Yeah, yeah.
depending on how much you want to know. If you want to
Right.
know it all, head that way, you'll stay in that direction. You want to know just a little, get to the point where you want to stop,
But the
whatever.
whole thing
But
is, once you start to know, you can't go back.
yeah, that's why some stop. I don't want to learn no more. This is getting too much. That's fine. I want to learn until it's done turn back on me like, oh shit, I done went full circle. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And then once you learn, now you got to put the shit in principles. I mean, put it in practice. What's
Yeah,
the use of knowing shit if you ain't using it?
yeah. Hey, because
What's the
once you,
what's the use of knowing how to snatch a demon and not snatching the demon every now and then?
hey, so the whole thing is just like, so that's where it comes where like great power
And
comes great
just like
responsibility.
right, and just like your dad used to do when he healed people, he's snatching demons, Jazzy. Just because I call it that, because the demon, most people are so afraid. So I like to use the words that they're afraid of. Those are my power words.
You
I'm
go into
real
church and
talk.
say,
I'm being real with you. Every
yo,
word they're afraid of are my power word. Leave my
hey,
Lucifer, my Satan, my Necronomicrons, my demons, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Stop blaming them
yo,
for everything.
bro, we've been out here forever. We got to get ready to go.
Yeah, I ain't
Hey,
even there. I got to get me some din. Maybe.
this was good, bro. This was
Uh,
good. This was fire.
so I just
This was
want
fire.
everyone to know that you too are capable of snatching demons. That bad attitude, that hate when they come at you, those Karens, you snatch that demon. I guarantee you, you ain't never got to put a hand on them.
Hey, if
Never
you
got to
walk
put a
up to
hand. But
somebody and tell us, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take
you
oh
too
my
can
yo, you
snatch
tell
them
them
demons.
yo
You'll walk through
wait.
this realm. No one will ever mess with you. They'll look at
They,
you and be like,
they
mm-mm,
won't
nope,
mess with
nope,
you.
nope. The,
They
the
won't mess
the
with
hate and the envy and the jealousy in them will recognize that you're not someone to be fucked with. Or guess what? I will take you. I will kidnap your ass and make you part of my army under control. That's what you get when you get in here in this realm.
right.
See, they running Willie in your realm, in your life. They just doing whatever the hell they want to do. Bring your ass under control, baby. What did
Right.
Jesus say? Told the devil, get behind
I
me.
need Satan, yeah.
Get behind me where I can
Not
use your
beside
energy.
me. Get behind me.
Right. Not I'm gonna kill you. Not I'm gonna slay you, put you in hell. Nope. Get behind me and get in your proper position. Because we're all sons of
Hey,
light.
get behind you and play your part.
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 You know where you
Play your
supposed to be.
part.
You out here willy-nilly
Play your part.
snatching
That's
the
the whole
demon.
thing is just like, you
Jesus
know what?
snatched that devil, put him where he was supposed to be. That's what I do. Snatch that energy, that negative energy, and put it to use. You ain't
Stop,
using it.
stop being NPCs, non-playable
Playable
characters.
characters. If you are, your energy is quick to be sapped. Okay,
Yeah.
you're the first one to lose your demon. Okay, I don't know if you remember the show. What was it? The with the girl and the polar bear, and they all had their little demons, and they was learning how to separate the demon from the person. That they all had like a little animal demon, and they called them
Oh
demons. I can't remember the name of the
no,
show.
that's that one with the guy with the girl with the polar.
Yes, yes, but
Yeah,
I can't remember
yo,
the
that's a
name of
good
it.
movie. It's I seen
And
it
they
the
were
other
trying to
day.
do what? Separate their demon or their inner self
Yo, it
from
was
their outer self.
she had a one guy had a bear, one the lady, the
I can't
teacher.
remember the name of it. I watched both
Ah,
things. It was part 1 and 2. I seen them both.
yeah, that's a very good show,
Not
man.
Polar
Oh my,
Express. No,
no, it's
no,
not
that was
Polar
something else.
Express. No, it was something about I just seen it on Netflix the other
But
day.
just saying the idea of what I'm saying. Same
The
thing.
lady had the monkey, her spirit animal.
Had a
They were
monkey.
spirit. Yeah, it was a
Some had
monkey.
wolves. Some had
Yeah,
dogs. Some had
the
birds,
eagles and stuff. Yeah,
eagles,
and
all
then
that.
it was some of them could change from one spirit animal to the next, but they call it was their
Very
demon. That's
few
what they
could do
say.
that. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know what you're saying.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Each of us have that inner us. You
Mhm.
know, some of us are wolves on the inside. But on the outside, we weak as hell. They ain't gonna do
Lamb.
nothing. Lamb, right? Looking like a lamb, but you're really a wolf. That's why I say we're so confused on who we are.
Mm.
We're horses trying to be pigs, dogs trying to be eagles. I mean, we really fucked up in the world.
But that's what happened with the confusion, the distraction, and that's what's happening now. Still, though, the distraction is causing that same
Well,
effect.
we getting to the end of days now, the end of years, end of day, whatever. And this shit's about to be up. This shit is crazy.
Mhm.
First, the truth is going to be revealed. And what is happening? Truth is being revealed.
It's
Before
already
the
being
end
revealed.
happens, all the truth gets revealed so everybody can make their mind up on which side they want to be on. They're
But
going to roll with the righteous
the whole
or
thing
ride
is,
with the wicked.
it goes back to what I said. The truth is being revealed. So, but what you gonna do about it?
Which the spiritual gifts are being poured. Put your umbrella down. It's raining spiritual gifts. Put your umbrella down. Get wet, nigga. This is where we're at. It's crazy. Chaotic. Chaos. 9 ether beams, 666, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. What is that? Carbon, makeup of our skin. Only race on the planet that has the makeup of carbon, and our hair represents the carbon by growing to the sun. Like what? Like plants. We have photosynthesis in our skin, in our eyes, when we eat, when we taste. Melanin is everywhere in our system, in our minds, in our spinal column, on our skin. I now know. Saying that, we gonna go Jazzy Fizzle. This was a good one. We could probably go for another hour. You know how it
Yeah,
go.
we'll
When the
be on here
spirit
forever.
get to moving. Thank you,
We'll be
my
on forever.
people. And I
Hey,
just want you to know, don't let nobody get you mad. You get upset. All that they talking about you, got you feeling bad. You just go back to them and you snatch that demon, and you'll be okay.
hey,
Can't make it control it. Control it now. If you can't control the demons, don't be snatching no demons if
your
you can't control them.
spiritual power is just like once you realize and you start to learn to tap in and how powerful how they say you're powerful beyond measure. You know what I mean? It's just
Beyond
like,
measure.
oh,
You don't
it's
even realize how powerful. The only thing holding you back is that you think you're not powerful. And therefore, guess what? You ain't
not
powerful.
not until you tap in. It's just that's the whole thing. Tap in, tap in. Take some time, close your eyes, and then, like you said, a simple meditation. Just close your eyes. Just think of something as far as a Sprite can. You know what I'm saying? Close your eyes. You know what it looks like. You know what it sounds like when you open it.
You
You know
can
what it
you can
tastes like. You can smell it.
smell it,
You know what I'm saying?
but yet
And
you ain't
then
using your eyes, nose, tongue, ears,
your
all on the
eyes
inside.
closed, and then you can recognize you know what color it is, you know what it tastes like, you know what that after you get
And
that,
the clearer the image, the more sensation, the better the meditation.
and then you know what the whole thing is. After you do that, then ask yourself, Who's showing you all of that?
Who's looking? Who's watching? Who's tasting?
Who's telling you that it's green? Who's what it sounds like?
Who's speaking to you?
If your eyes close and you can imagine something like that, then that's when you go ahead and then you need to start to learn to observe the observer.
There you go. You
That's
sit
when you
back.
start to get tapped in. That's the way you get tapped in. If you want, like Brother Panic used to say, get an apple. And then, you know what I'm saying? Close your eyes. You can see that apple. You know it's red. You know what it sounds like when you bite into it. You know what it tastes like. You know what it sounds like. So that's your senses. What it sounds, tastes, feel, everything that tastes good, sounds good, feels good, smells good, and looks good. So if you can go ahead and do all of that with your eyes closed and imagine an apple, then now you go ahead and say, okay, who's telling me and showing me all of this?
Or
Now
it's trying,
observing.
but it's trying to show you that you work through this body. You are not the body.
Mhm.
You are the intelligent, conscious principle inside the body that allows us to work in this three-dimensional realm.
Take that
Me and you to
alone
talk
time.
to each other.
Take that alone time. Do the fast like we was just talking about. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Well,
Start trying to
fasting
find
is so
ways.
important because of the internal
Yes, sir.
chatter that happens. Because if you can stop drinking and eating for the sake of internal chatter, it shows that you're now controlling every aspect of the body. Because food is the number one thing
Hey,
that
you know
most
what
people cannot control.
you know what the hardest one for me still is? Remember we was talking about the water and then how Brother Yusuf was telling 363 uh dude Black Magic 363 when he was on there telling them he was like, man, I still can't go ahead. He said he got to have the water warm when he get in, you know. And
Oh
then he
yeah,
said
yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
he said well the object of it is he said that basically he's like how you like to shower, and then he was like he said, well, I like to have mine warm and then I'll go to cold. And then because what he said that is that when he have it hot and it's warm, he said it'd be so cozy, but and then he knows that he needs to turn it to cold to shock his system. And then you could he said he could hear the voices like, come on, bro, don't do that. You ain't gotta
Don't do
turn
that, bro. Come on,
yeah,
man. It's cold as
you
hell,
ain't
man.
gotta turn the cold water on. You ain't gotta and then you know he said he said he do it because he's not gonna allow anything to control him.
Facts. No emotion. None of
He
that.
turned
What
it
the
to
body
cold.
wants
He
does
shut
not
it
matter.
down. He goes ahead and block the voices. He said he's like, man, you ain't got to do that. And he get in there like, oh, bro, turn it back warm. He said, he said, but the whole thing is he do it because he said he's not going to allow anything to control him. He has control over everything outside of him. That's powerful right there.
Because it starts on the inner him. If the inner him says no, it's motherfucking no. I don't care what anyone out
That's
here
it.
does. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah, yeah. So, but you know what, Mental, we better go,
Right.
bro.
All right,
Speak.
Jazzy. Jazzy
Hey, this
Fizzo.
was good. Hey, like, share, subscribe, send it to
Absolutely.
everybody. We watch it. There's a lot of gems that was dropped here today. I mean, and I'm quite sure something that can help you or help
In your
somebody that you
journey.
know. Yeah, on your journey. May the
Remember,
light always be upon your path when you walk. You know,
facts,
and
knowledge of
so
self or selves.
mhm.
That's where the energy is.
Mental,
Peace
we'll
and
get
love.
together. We'll get together. One love, everybody.
All right.
Peace. There it is. All right, one.
Peace.